Do you think that McGregor can create a cottage industry of MMA fighters taking on actual traditional boxers if he somehow gets past Floyd Mayweather? Can he be the George Washington, if you will, of this?
Even if he goes out and knocks him out, I still don't think there's a strong possibility that we're going to see more of these fights. I think Conor McGregor is kind of like the UFC's unicorn, and maybe sports unicorn, where he's the only guy who could really make something like this happen. It's my opinion. I think that he's an amazing mixed martial arts fighter. Obviously, this is his first foray into professional boxing. But the reason this fight got put together is because of his popularity, because of his ability to hype a fight. And there's just very few people who can do that like Conor McGregor.
Well, and I'm with Kenny Florian of FS1 joining me here. But his popularity took another level when he told UFC to stick it, right? When he said, thanks for the cheese,
right,
and I'm out, right?
Yes.
I mean, he went up a different level when that happened.
Yeah.
So he did that. Now he's going to fight in a square ring. How does he go back to UFC, win or lose, come December, right? Isn't that what everyone's expecting for him to have his next fight?
That's what he's
UFC?
saying as of right now.
Right.
Yeah, listen, I think a lot of people are saying, he's going to make this $100 million payday. There's no way he goes back to the UFC. But I think that he's trying this because he knows he's going to make a lot of money. I actually think he believes he's going to win this fight. That's just the way Conor operates. I really do. However, I think he still has more to prove in mixed martial arts. I think there's still a couple fights, huge fights out there for him where he can make. He's been making, Floyd was saying he's making $3 million a fight. He's making, over $10 million a fight for in the UFC.
For Dana White?
Yeah,
okay.
In the UFC. And I think that people don't really get that. That's the level where Conor's at. No one else is making that, but Conor is.
Can others get to that point, do you think?
I think this is what's cool about Conor McGregor is that you realize, oh, wow, it is possible. It is possible to make that money. And I think that after this fight against Floyd, it'd be hard for him to turn down a mixed martial arts fight, something he does best, and say, no, I don't need $15 million. I'm good.
So who else? Who's the person in UFC who would be able to make? It takes two to tango.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to see McGregor beat the crap out of no names in the octagon. Who are those people that can make this?
Well, the big money fights that just happened was obviously his fights against Nate Diaz. I think they would probably complete a trilogy. They fought twice at 170 pounds. And I imagine that Conor would probably put his belt on the line to fight Nate Diaz for a third fight. And Georges St-Pierre recently came back out of retirement. Huge name. I think that's a fight that they wanted to put together before. And I think it's a fight they would probably try to put together again. That would be potentially, the biggest fight in UFC history, Georges St-Pierre and Conor McGregor.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that video, be sure to download our app, and I'll be sure to help the NFL figure out what a catch is.